Good evening, Lake Orion. Well, it's a bright, sunny day. Most high school sports are getting done. I'm your host, and I am Between Taorminas. Yes, indeed. This is Between Taorminas here on ONTV. This is show 290, ladies and gentlemen. That means 10 episodes to 300. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
We're trying to figure out how many.
Yes.
What is it? Episodes a year?
Episodes a year. You're probably around 6 or 7.
Well, we have done a show a week before.
We were on that pace.
Yes,
but we got removed from that pace.
Yeah.
Right, because of commitments.
Well, life goes on. We're all
all
old
busy.
up, washed up,
Yeah.
adults.
I'm washed up, so.
We're getting there.
Getting there.
Getting to washed up.
Let's talk about one of my favorite things. It's sad right now for me to watch. It's the NBA Finals.
Why is it so sad for you to watch?
Because Joey Tyson's Cavaliers are down 2 games to none the Golden State.
Joey loves those Cavs.
I know he does.
Yep.
Because
Wait,
you know
wait
what?
a minute. Isn't Ian the Cleveland guy?
Yes, Ian is a Cleveland guy.
No, I like the Kansas City Monarchs.
But,
Is that a basketball team
but have faith, everybody, in Joey Tyson. The Cavaliers are going to come back and beat Golden State in 6 games.
Can I ask you one question?
What?
How?
Here's why. LeBron James is going to go nuts again. He's going to score at least 50 points again. But LeBron needs help. He's going to get some help because you got George Hill,
I'm going to
Tristan
tell you.
Thompson,
I'm going to tell you
Kevin
the only
Love.
way. I'm going to tell you the only way that they're going to win.
Kyle Korver, yep.
Marijuana is not legal in Ohio like it is in California. So J.R. Smith will not be inebriated like he was in the first game when they should have won game
They
one.
should have won game 1.
To stun the
Are
Warriors.
you saying J.R. Smith was on marijuana?
I'm not reporting that.
Why are
it's
you
my
you're
opinion.
saying that?
It's
You
my
know,
opinion.
you're saying that. Hey,
His eyes weren't even open.
You know whose fault this is? Joey Tyson.
Why?
Here's why it's his fault. Because he persuaded J.R. Smith to not even do what he did the
I don't
fourth
think
overtime.
people are
He's the
right.
one that motivated Golden State to basically win that game. That's his fault.
I don't, no offense, as much as you and I, we all know Joey, we all do, but I don't think our viewers know who Joey is.
That's one of your worst takes. I've
Yeah,
ever heard
that
in my
is
life.
one of your worst
Oh,
things.
man, what am I? You know what? You know what's number 2? Bob Bridges.
All right. Now we're just
Okay,
falling
now
down the
this
barrel.
is okay, now you're going delusional.
But you know what?
You're going delusional.
You know what? I've got faith in Cleveland. Home court advantage. They're going to win 3. They're going to all 3
During the
home
whole
games.
0-2, how do you call it home
It
court
goes,
advantage?
it goes 3 and 4 are 3 and 4 in Cleveland, 5's in Golden State, 6 is in Cleveland,
7 in Golden State.
7 at Golden State.
Cleveland's been here before.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
have been here before. Let's not forget.
But they've had less.
They were down 3-1.
They've had more.
They were down 3-1 to Golden State back in 2016. Look what happened.
Was Kyrie Irving on the floor then?
Yeah.
Is he a little different than George Hill?
Well,
Easy on George Hill. I remember George Hill from his days at IUPUI.
Exactly. He's old and washed up.
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying that.
I am saying that.
You're saying that. Okay, you know
Kyrie
what?
Irving is far better than George Hill.
you know what? Have faith in Cleveland.
Especially in
because
2016.
if Kyle Korver goes nuts, Cleveland is a very, very good team. Let's not forget that.
I know that.
Kyle Korver?
Kyle Korver, yes.
Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
What if,
Kyle Korver's been through a lot these last few months, if you remember. He's had to overcome family loss.
I did not know that.
His younger brother, Kirk Korver, who I got to see play at UMKC, passed away a few months ago.
That's terrible.
I know, and it's been tough, and it's been inspirational to watch Kyle Korver play. Obviously,
Well,
given
you know
everything that's
what?
happened.
You know what?
Yeah.
If Stephen Curry gets hurt, this changed the whole series.
All right.
All
okay.
right, do you think that's gonna happen? No.
And then the other guy has to get hurt, and that one other guy has to get hurt, and
That
then
ain't
that
gonna happen.
other
Are you
guy
saying
has to get
Cleveland's
hurt.
got no chance?
I'm saying there's
I can't believe
4
you're rooting against
guys
Day-Day.
on Golden State that are better than anybody not named LeBron James on the Cavaliers.
Are you saying that one of them's better than Kevin Love?
Yes!
Kevin Love!
It's terrible!
He's not terrible!
What does he do? Does he ever play?
Rebound. He can rebound. He can shoot threes.
When?
He can shoot
On a
it.
Tuesday night against Phoenix?
He can shoot threes. You know what I mean?
No.
Here's what's going to happen.
No.
LeBron James is going to have 40 points.
So,
You look
where
at
are the other 120
Kyle-
points coming from?
Kyle Korver's going to have at least 20 points. 20 points a night. And I'm telling you
All
guys
right,
right now,
all right.
Cleveland is going to win the series in 6 games.
Hold up here.
Sam, I
This is
know you're
delusional.
in gambling rehab, but these moments
delusional.
make it very hard on us to not want to bet you.
Really? You're
Care
right
to
down
place a
delusion.
wager on it?
I am not putting a wager on it.
You sure?
I am sure
All
because
right.
we know it. I know it. Heck, even people on Joey's podcast knows it. That Cleveland's going to win in 6 games.
Have you ever listened to Joey's podcast?
It's a great show.
Did
You're
he ever
really
signal
brave,
that?
Huh?
Did he ever signal or imply that Cleveland's going to win this thing?
He doesn't think Cleveland's winning this thing.
Exactly.
I think Cleveland's winning 6 games.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. If you think that's crazy, Cleveland will win it in 7 games.
Sam,
That has happened before.
Sam, it's not going to happen.
It will happen.
It's not going to happen.
It will happen.
I would say Cleveland might even win tonight. I know the people are not going to watch this until after the game, the 4 people that maybe do watch this. But listen, it's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Cleveland might win tonight.
Hey guys,
Maybe.
who do you think the next Pistons coach is going to be?
Hooper?
Tom Gores needs to go. He's done for.
It'll probably be Dwayne Casey.
Hooper?
No.
Dwayne Casey makes sense.
Mason?
No. Okay, any
The
final
dancing
thoughts?
usher?
I believe in Cleveland. Joey Tice believes in Cleveland. Ian Witherspoon believes in Cleveland. We all believe in Cleveland.
We'll be right back with Between Taorminas on ON TV.
It's the
Orion Township Parks and Rec invites you to come out for the Outdoor Closet Cleanout Community Garage Sale on Saturday, June 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Dozens of sellers will be offering a wide variety of household items, home decor, clothing, electronics, and more in the parking lot of the Orion Center. And Shred It Recycling will be on location from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. While all that is going on, the Toy and Comic Expo will be taking place inside the Orion Center. Vendors will be offering comics, action figures, Hot Wheels, collectibles, and more. Parking and admission is free to the public. The Orion Center is located at 1335 Joslin Road in Orion Township. For more information, call 248-391-0304, extension 3500, or visit orionparks.com.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ON TV. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina. Gentlemen, how are we doing? Okay, that's nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, let's talk about the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. In the unexpected Stanley Cup Finals between the Washington Capitals and the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Vegas Golden Knights.
All right, in the Vegas Golden Knights.
Thank you.
Las Vegas.
What's wrong with Las
So-
Vegas?
They call themselves Vegas.
So,
They should call themselves Las
They
Vegas.
should call themselves Las Vegas. They call them Vegas.
anyways, the point is that as of press time right now, I mean, it is certainly very possible that we could be looking at the next Stanley Cup champions in the Washington Capitals. Washington, as of press time, is up 3-1 on Vegas. So, what is Washington doing right and what is Vegas doing wrong? And also, you notice the officiating in Game 4 was a little bit suspect against Vegas. So, what's your take about the Washington Capitals?
First of all, I think they're a Pittsburgh Penguins reject. That's what I call the Washington Capitals. But you know when
I think one guy would disagree with you 110%.
But here's what I'm saying is, you look at the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, for all the accomplishments they have done, and Ian, we talked about this pre-show. They have to suffer pain before you win championships.
Look at the Caps fans.
Look at Cleveland fans.
No,
look
Caps.
Look at Caps fans.
Not Cavs. I don't care about Cleveland. They're not fans. They're not people.
They are people. But anyway, back to Washington. They've had to suffer because they've had to deal with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And look at what they've had to go through with Pittsburgh. They've had to deal with Tampa Bay. I mean, Washington has had a history of collapses. Whereas
some of them were self-inflicted.
Some of those were self-inflicted. So if you're a Vegas fan, 1 year, maybe 3 years worth of suffering, you haven't suffered anything yet. You got to suffer before you can get the success.
But look who Vegas got. Vegas got every team's best player.
Not every team's best player.
But they got a lot of them. It wasn't like Vegas was going to go in a full-out expansion team. They came in with a lot of established stars, and they came in and they ended up doing some good things this year in the NHL. Now, the thing is, they did it in the weak Pacific Division, which, to be honest with you, is weak compared to the Central Division.
Yep.
And it's like it just feels like Vegas kind of coasted all their way while you had teams in the Central had to go through each other and beat each other up, and we have this kind of a joke representing the Western Conference.
You got to kind of give it to them because we know in hockey, it ain't easy to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Well, I think personally, when you look at the divisional format, I think it's going to have to change because
I agree.
When you look at this divisional
Central's
format,
too brutal.
The Central's brutal. I mean, you look at, okay, I get fed up with seeing teams like Anaheim or San Jose making the Western Conference
Queens.
Final or LA making the Western Conference Final.
Why don't you like California?
Whereas you look at teams like Winnipeg, Minnesota, Chicago, St. Louis, Dallas, Colorado, all have to kill each
That's
other.
true.
All have to kill each other just to
true.
basically. I mean, when I look at the West in the past, usually the best teams in the West have came out of the Central Division. When you look at, of course, you've had teams like Nashville, you've looked at Winnipeg, Minnesota, St. Louis, Chicago. Dallas, heck, even Colorado. I mean, they've got to beat each other up. Whereas you look at teams like Anaheim, Los Angeles, San Jose,
And Vegas.
And Vegas, Vegas is basically benefiting because those three California teams basically suck, especially the Anaheim Ducks. They suck. I mean, you look at others, and you look at San Jose, they suck. LA Kings, they suck. I mean, that's basically how I think the NHL has to change their playoff format around, basically, especially with what the Western Conference is going through. And Eastern Conference, not real much,
Well,
except Pittsburgh and Washington, arguably the two best teams in the Eastern Conference, debatably best two teams in the Eastern Conference, basically make them play each other possibly in the conference final.
Who wins tonight?
Who wins tonight?
Who wins the series? Does Vegas have a shot to come back in this thing?
Yes, they do.
You think so? Is
I
this
think
going to be
so.
another 3-1 Caps collapse?
I think this might. Here's why. Because Washington's had a habit of collapsing in these type of series.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Pittsburgh. They've had a history of collapsing. They've had others where they just look so good, and yet they just tinker. I mean, if I'm a Washington Capitals fan, if I lose Game 5 tonight, it's sort of like the Chicago Cubs. Remember back in 2003 with Steve Bartman and all that?
I don't think there's a
That's how,
Bartman
that's
situation
how,
here.
that's how I'm viewing the Washington
Plus,
Capitals.
wait. No, they can lose tonight because
They
they're
could-
in
they can
Vegas.
afford.
Right, they
They
can
can
afford
afford
to
to
lose, yes.
So it's not a total Bartman situation because
Well,
they're
if
on
they
the
lose
road.
Game 6, then it's a Bartman situation. Yeah, they're gonna have home ice in Game 7. I mean, now Vegas had home ice in Game 7, but this to me has total Steve Bartman collapse on it. This series has
I don't think
collapse
so.
on it.
How?
I think
Oh, that would stink, huh?
I don't think so. I think you and I have had to deal with one very big time loyal Caps fan all season long.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Orion alum Brad Chisholm, who is a big time Caps fan, and it's not a bandwagon Caps fan, unlike a lot of other people who claim to be Caps fans. They're just bandwagoners. He's a real Caps fan. So, you know what? He deserves to have a Stanley Cup. He
No.
really deserves it.
No!
So I'm going to say
No!
You want
He's
Vegas to
losing
win?
at 7!
You
I'm
want
going
Las
to say
Vegas
the
to
Caps
win?
win.
I'm going to say Golden Knights 7 games. Final.
I say Caps win maybe
You're
in 6.
calling that?
I am calling it. Vegas in 7. Final.
I think Caps win in 6.
That is 1,020
I know,
million
really.
times better than your Cavaliers Golden State take. I will say that.
I think the Caps win in 6. They could win in 5.
They
Who
could.
knows?
The way they looked at Game 4, they
Caps
could
look
really.
really
Well,
good.
let's see. But how much for those were referee induced?
Well, yeah, the officiating was not good towards the Knights. They really weren't. But, you know,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Maybe the home ice goes to Vegas then.
I
We'll
think
see.
Vegas wins in 7 games.
Okay.
Can you just imagine how that would be if you're a Washington Capitals fan?
Pretty bad.
Brad Chisholm would hate you, Sam.
Yeah. I heard rumor Kellen James actually is a Vegas Golden Knights fan.
He's a bandwagoner.
I have a Las Vegas Golden Knights hat.
You're a bandwagoner.
I'm not a fan.
You're a bandwagoner.
Not a fan. We were in
Just
Vegas.
like most Red Wing fans, they're all bandwagon fans.
Whoa, Bessie.
That's the
You want to
truth.
talk about Red Wings fans?
They're bandwagoners.
Talk about suffering 42 years?
Talk about, hey, I've had to suffer this year. I've had to suffer the last 10, 12 years.
Try being
Yeah.
in the Central Division.
Try
where
being
you're
in the
trying to have to
Central.
fight.
You've had to suffer 20
I've
years
had to suffer.
because for some ungodly reason, you like, here's where you live in Detroit, you like a team in Dallas. Have you been to Dallas?
Nobody here is a great city.
So what, you suffer because that's your own self-inflicted, that's you just flushing your time and energy down the toilet.
Are you saying I'm wasting my time?
You and you. Yeah. You need to like the team that where you
This
come
is the
from.
team. You got to put an X on that. You need to root for the team in Northeast Texas and basically get on the Stars bandwagon because next year the Stars are going to tear up the NHL.
You know what, Spoon? If the Red Wings were in the Central Division, they would finish last.
What?
You
Yes.
heard me. They would
Maybe
finish last.
now.
They would finish
They would
last.
Do we
last.
not recall when the Wings were in the Western Conference
You're
and
living
played
in
with
the
these
past.
teams?
You're living
You're
in the
living in the
past.
past. We're talking about the
All right,
present.
okay, right now because they are openly rebuilding.
They ain't rebuilding. They're like the Tigers. The Tigers are like a sinking ship of the Titanic right now.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that, yeah, the Red Wings are rebuilding, but I think the Red Wings are going to be rebuilding for a long, long time.
It's not going to be like Colorado.
I mean, look, the Wings are playing really, really weak teams, and they are losing against weak teams. I'm just saying. I'm telling you the truth.
How long has Colorado spent in the basement of the standings?
Hey, at least they made the playoffs this year, unlike the Wings, unlike the Stars. They made the playoffs this year. No one expected the Avs to make the playoffs this year. You didn't. You didn't. So basically, you can't talk. You can't talk. And bottom line is this: I made the playoffs, and the Avs are getting better. They are younger, and they are getting better. You know, and they are playing in the brutal Central Division, unlike the Wings, where they're playing in the lousy Northeast Division. I mean, lousy. I mean, those are sisters of the poor teams. Quite a bit of them, really are. I'm just telling the truth.
I have to agree with Ant.
Thank you.
Atlantic Division.
I'm surprised you agree.
Atlantic Division's a crap division.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is. It is. Look at you. You're agreeing. You're smiling. You're agreeing. See?
Because I'm not denying it. And I don't really care. Because when the Wings are good, and if the division's still crap,
Yeah, then we have to hear it. We have to hear it. If the Wings are good, we have to hear it from you. But right
We'll
now,
get
you're not
through.
talking.
I can't talk. The team is
Good.
bad.
You can't talk.
You
Good.
can barely talk. You got
made
eliminated
it
in the
in
first
the play-
round.
Hey, I was
How
playing
about
a
last
really good
day of the
Nashville
year?
team.
You make it sound
I
like you
played a
skated
really
up
good
and down
Nashville
those
team.
teams.
I didn't say that. I had to earn my way. I'm not lying.
Nah.
Yeah, typical Ian Witherspoon. All right, any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Can we talk baseball?
I still believe in the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay, you're in denial. All right, we'll be right back between Taorminas and Orion.
And you also have a gambling problem. That makes
I did
sense.
not.
Hey, it's Owen TV here. Now, have you ever had the urge to create your own TV show, or you just wanted to see what goes behind the scenes of making a TV program? Well, Owen TV has just the program for you. Owen TV offers studio and field production classes that allow you to take control and create the programs the way you want them to be. we will introduce you to media literacy skills and the fundamentals of program production in order to acquire the basic training needs for ONTV equipment use. To get started, all you have to do is sign up for a free ONTV orientation, where you will learn all about ONTV and all the opportunities available to our volunteers, as well as meet the ONTV staff and take a tour of our facility. After that, you can register for one of our production courses. Both the studio and field production courses are only $10 for Lake Orion residents and $25 for non-residents. For more information about ONTV's production classes, feel free to call us at 248-393-1060 or go to orionontv.org and click Register Now to sign up for classes. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina, with a pencil. Ow.
What do you think
Are
of
you
Matt
mad,
Patricia?
Shush, both of you. I'm better than both of you. All right, let's talk about
Wait,
the Tigers.
real quick.
Whoa,
Before we get
whoa,
to Tigers.
whoa.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that. But are the
true.
Lions, has anybody noticed these helmets they're wearing? They're the same helmets, but there's no lion
There's no lion
logo.
Yes.
Is this real? Is this going to be like this?
Yes.
Is it
I
going to
hope
stay?
not.
Are they keeping the all silver?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm worried. I think they are going to put that lion back on there.
No. I don't know. We'll see.
I like the look.
I do too.
I like
I do
the look.
too.
All right.
We both agree on something.
I think, here, I'll tell you why I think they're doing it. Ready? Matt Patricia. Let me tell you why. You ready?
Yes. Do a drum roll, please.
Sue's rookie year.
Yeah.
Who played at Ford Field on Thanksgiving?
New England.
New England. Who was with New England? Matt Patricia.
Patricia.
Remember, Bob Quinn probably was too. Remember when they wore throwbacks that year?
Yes, they
They
did.
wore that all silver helmet.
Yes.
Do you think Patricia came in, had any influence on this? Said, hey, you guys, that lion looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
We saw how it looked before.
You know
Can
what?
we go
They-
back
you
to
know
that?
what? They need to put those retro jerseys as their official home jerseys.
They do. I don't mind the home jerseys so much. They're not terrible. Not a huge fan of the numbers.
I love the road uniforms though. I love the blue pants.
Yeah, with that silver helmet. Man, if they can keep the silver helmet, that's a new attitude. It's a new look.
Yeah.
I like it.
Don't put the lion
All
on
right.
there. Okay, let's
And
go to
Tigers.
Tigers. Okay, the Tigers are being competitive, guys.
Kind of.
They're being competitive.
They ain't catching clear.
They're winning series.
They have.
They beat Toronto in a good series.
They
They
beat-
split with the Yankees.
They beat Toronto. They beat the Angels. They beat Seattle. Now, this is all at home. And they have one of the best home records in the league. When they go on the road, it's a different story, especially last night. Getting in at
Boston.
3 a.m. in Boston after a doubleheader on a supposed off day. You know, that was bad. You're facing a knuckleballer. Ugh, it was terrible. 3 hits.
Yeah.
Hopefully tonight they can come out. They can look at Dave Dombrowski in the press box, flip him the bird,
Have you heard?
put 10 on him.
Have you heard of a guy named Julio Daniel Martinez?
No.
He's on my fantasy baseball team. He's done pretty well. He's hit 21 home runs.
20.
20 home runs. So he's going to still kill that Tiger pitching. You know, nearly half my team is Boston Red Sox. I just picked up Mitch Moreland. I have Moogie.
Why'd you pick up Hanley?
No, I'm not picking up Hanley. I have Moogie Betts, who's going to be coming back in this series.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not.
yes.
No.
And let's not forget, Ian. Let's not forget. This is a baseball team, the Tigers, that have done so much bad than good. They have done
You were
so much
praising Ron
bad.
Gardner, now you're
Yeah.
not. Yeah, why
All
not?
right, but there's one bright spot. It's Ron Gardenhire. He has done a magnificent job with this team, except the eyesore is I want to see the Tigers a winning product, and he has not provided that winning product because they've
Who
installed a
are
culture
the
of losers.
players?
Oh,
That's not
easy.
happening here. That's why I like the Ron Gardenhire thing, and that's why I'm normally for tanking. But in baseball and mostly football, aside from like 1 year of tanking, I don't want to tank.
You're not tanking.
But that's what the Tigers,
They want to tank because they want to increase their draft stock.
correct. And look at what they have been doing in this draft. They got some good picks because they've led off each round. They've gotten good talent, and it can work. But I don't want that culture anymore. That 90s Tigers crappy culture. I don't
The
want that
2001
losing.
104 loss season.
wasn't it 119
Yeah,
119,
in
100
03?
plus. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
So I don't want that. I know they turned it around quickly, but now that it has been turned around, I don't want to go back. You know what I mean?
I hope Al Avila doesn't go back. You know?
Well, I just hope that they don't accept that.
No.
You know, I hope. Normally I'm for tank. Yes, just win 12 games. Get a great draft pick.
Are you saying you want to see the Tigers not even go for the division?
I want to see them. I watch every night as intensely as I have ever watched because I want them to win every game. I'm a nut. I'm a Tigers nut. Okay?
But
I want
you're
them to win
arguing you don't
every
want
game.
them to win.
No, I'm saying I see the tanking. Normally I would be for tanking, but my heart, I can't talk to my head on this one.
Yeah, they ain't catching Cleveland, so don't worry about it. But
I know, and these are all, and that's the thing too. These are all wasted wins.
Mm-hmm.
But on the bottom line, there's that culture, and with the Wings too. You know,
the Dead
they
Wings
should have tanked. They should have lost more.
The Dead Wings have tanked. The Tigers, no.
But they can't establish that culture of losing.
They can't.
You notice there's a record with all Detroit sports teams. They have not won a championship since 2012,
In 10 years.
or in 10 years.
2008.
2008, so.
2008.
And who was that last championship?
Yeah, we already know that.
already
Let's
know
not
that.
talk about
Right,
that.
right. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. It was the Red
So-
Wings. Yeah, that's right. I know. It's been a bad decade.
But
It's been a bad
telling
It's
decade.
you-
been a great decade for Detroit sports.
Aren't you a fan of any of these teams?
I'm a Lions fan.
Look it. No.
Hey, have faith in the Vikings. Have faith in Green Bay, and there should be a G on you.
If one of our teams ever sniffs a championship again, God willing, in our lifetime, doesn't look good right now, but if it ever happens and you guys are rooting for them, oh boy.
It's the Lions.
Oh boy. No. You cannot take part after that comment and after
Yeah.
your ridicule for
It's
years.
the Lions. But I'm
No.
telling you right
We're
now.
going to that parade,
Kids right
and
now.
no Taormina
Kids
boys are
right
going to be
now
around
for
Woodward
you.
Avenue.
Listen what
Hey,
TV
we
for
weren't
you
there
right
when we weren't there when the Wings won their championships. You know, we were rooting for our respective teams. You
I
know
do
that.
know that. I do
So
know
you
that.
can't.
But you can't say you love the past decade of Detroit sports when no teams have won anything of consequence.
But I'm telling you right
Time to
now,
find-
Ian. I'm telling you right now, is the Tigers tanking? Do I want them to tank? No. But I think Cleveland's going to win by at least 15, 20
The
games.
AL
should.
Central's the worst division in
It
baseball.
is. I can see it getting better. I can see the Twins getting better. I can see Chicago
Still
having
the
a better
worst
second
division in
half.
baseball.
It is right now. I can see it getting more competitive. I don't know. I don't know.
You want to
Cleveland
believe?
needs to run away with this.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
You want to, Ian. The thing is, you want to believe. I
Of
understand that.
course.
You want to believe.
Of course.
But
I
you
do
gotta
believe,
understand-
actually.
You
I know I'm
gotta
a nut.
understand. You gotta understand fantasy from reality. You're believing in a fantasy world
I
right
know.
now.
I know.
Well,
I-
Bob Bridges already lives in a fantasy world.
In your
and
opinion.
he seems to be doing just fine.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, Bob Bridges needs to bow down to my feet and bow down to his king.
That will not happen.
If the Lions put stickers on those helmets, I'm going to be mad.
You
Because
should be.
they've been teasing me a lot
They ain't
this
teasing you for 10
spring.
years.
Okay, that'll do it for this episode.
I'm 30,
of
I'm not
Between
10.
Taorminas. Have a
Been
great
teasing
night.
me for
See you.
30 years.
You for
All right,
30
bye,
years.
everybody.
I know.
Bye.
It's miserable.